Before we begin, viewer discretion is strongly advised. The following is for educational and entertainment purposes only. What you're about to hear is the sworn, in-court testimony of Scott "Kid Cudi" Mescudi, as reported from the federal courthouse. No cameras were allowed. What follows comes from live transcripts, accredited pool reporters, and first-hand notes. Names, dates, and direct quotes are presented exactly as the record shows. Day 7 begins like a slow exhale after the previous day's Monique earthquake. Reporters still crowd the marble hallway, clutching half-drunk coffee cups, whispering about the list, the car bomb rumor, and whether today could possibly top yesterday's drama. It will, because the next name on the prosecution's witness roster is the last person Diddy ever wanted to see under oath. Kid Cudi, an entrance full of shadows. At 8:58 a.m., the heavy double doors swing open and a tall, lean figure in a charcoal bomber jacket steps through the metal detectors. Scott Ramon Seguro Mescudi, stage name Kid Cudi, keeps his hood down, eyes forward, jaw set like stone. The murmurs swell, a wave of realization washing over the corridor. Court security guides him straight to the witness room, no stops, no smiles. Word spreads so fast the gallery fills to standing room only in minutes. Inside, Judge Ramirez takes the bench. Diddy's defense table is a portrait of forced calm. Yesterday they looked anxious. Today, they look pale. Diddy, poker-faced in a navy suit, avoids Cudi's gaze, but his fingers drum a silent tattoo on the table's oak veneer. Prosecutor Maya Trujillo stands, voice even. Your Honor, the government calls Scott Mescudi. Cudi's oath is brief, firm. I do. He sits, adjusts the mic, clears his throat. The courtroom stills to a hush you could fold and tuck in your pocket. We thought nobody would find out. Confirming the secret romance. Trujillo starts simple. Mr. Mescudi, did you have a personal relationship with Cassandra Ventura in late 2011? Yes, Cudi says, steady. From roughly mid-October to early December 2011, Cassie and I dated. He gives exact dates. First dinner on October 18th at Soho House, Malibu. Last phone call December 9th, 1:37 a.m. He provides the burner phone number Cassie used, an old flip phone registered under the alias Maria Jacobs. Records appear on a projector. Call logs, timestamps, text threads filled with mundane emojis and tentative affection. The jury leans in. How Diddy found out? Cudi explains that Cassie warned him. We have to stay low. He thought she meant paparazzi until Thanksgiving weekend. Cassie's tone changed. Messages became curt. Then on December 1st, he received a single text. He knows. The next morning, Cudi woke to a barrage of missed calls from unknown numbers. One voicemail, played aloud for the court after authentication, features a male voice, calm but icy. Stay away from what's mine, or you'll wish you had. The number traces back to a prepaid phone purchased 24 hours earlier at a Manhattan bodega by a runner employed by Combs Enterprises. Defense counsel objects, hearsay. Judge Ramirez overrules. The call is a party admission if tied to Diddy's agent. The jury scribbles faster. The threat to blow up your car. Trujillo asks, did Mr. Combs ever threaten you directly? Cudi nods once. On December 3rd, 2011, I was in LA finishing studio work. I got a FaceTime from an LA number I didn't recognize. Puff Combs was on the screen. Cudi quotes word for word. I know where you parked that little Audi. Keep playing hero and I'll have it in flames by Christmas. Ask your boys to watch. I want witnesses. Gasps ripple through the gallery. Diddy's jaw tightens. For authenticity, prosecutors play a screen-grabbed video recording Cudi took using a second phone. Diddy's image flickers on the courthouse monitors, visibly furious, shirtless, clutching a wine glass. When the clip ends, the room vibrates with shocked silence. Then the Audi actually exploded. The night of the blast. Cudi recounts the night of February 5th, 2012, Cleveland, his hometown. He'd flown back for his daughter's birthday. At 2:21 a.m., neighbors heard a bang. Security footage, entered as Exhibit 247, shows a bright flash in Cudi's driveway, the front half of his silver R8 engulfed in fire. Flames lick skyward. A security light pops. Two silhouettes sprint down the block. Fire department reports confirm an accelerant, traces of gasoline mixed with isopropyl magnesium powder, an arsonist's cocktail. Insurance documents peg damages at $196,000. No arrests were made. Trujillo: did you connect that explosion to Mr. Combs? Cudi: immediately. It was exactly what he promised. Did you inform police? Yeah, but the detective said without a suspect they couldn't pursue. I felt helpless. Prosecutor introduces a 2012 email from Cudi's manager to Cassie's assistant. Car's toast. He means business. Tell C. Cassie replied 30 minutes later, I know. Ending it now so nobody else gets hurt. The jury exhales as if on cue. Cross-examination, seeds of doubt. Defense attorney Leonard Sloan rises, voice dripping with skepticism. Mr. Muscudi, you've rapped about drug use, depression, hallucinations. How can we trust your recollection? Cudi stares him down. I rapped about my demons so they wouldn't kill me. My memory of a car bombing is crystal. Laughter ripples. Judge Ramirez gavels for order. Sloan points to a 2013 Rolling Stone interview where Cudi mentions paranoia. Cudi nods. Paranoia isn't watching your sports car go fireworks at 2 a.m. That's evidence. He holds up the charred license plate bagged in plastic, Exhibit 249A. The jury's eyes widen. The defense drops that line of attack. Cassie ended it to save our lives. A breakup under duress. Cudi reads from Cassie's December 10th breakup text. I have to choose safety for everyone. Please understand. He testifies that Cassie refused to meet in person afterwards. She said lawyer up, keep receipts, and stay breathing. Prosecutor juxtaposes this with Cassie's earlier sworn account. Same words, same dates. Two testimonies dovetail like puzzle pieces. The aftermath? Career intimidation. Cudi details 3 industry repercussions. March 2012, a feature he'd recorded for a Bad Boy affiliated artist is pulled due to label politics. April 2012, a promised slot at the BET Awards vanishes. An email from a show producer warns executive pushback. May 2012, a joint tour with another GOOD music act collapses after the promoter gets spooked, claiming a certain East Coast mogul threatened to yank sponsorship. Sloan objects. Speculation. Trujillo counters with a text chain from the promoter. Puff's camp calling. Says you're toxic. Sorry bro, my hands are tied. Judge admits it as evidence of motive. The burner phone diary? Recreated timeline. Cudi produces 5 scanned notebook pages. His contemporaneous scribbles of interactions with Cassie. He jotted times, phone numbers, odd instructions like leave phone at lobby desk, ring twice, hang up, use car service, cash. The jury sees a young couple plotting espionage just to share dinner. One note, dated November 23rd. C doesn't want to use her email, says P can read everything, says he has tech guys. Prosecutors use this to underscore Diddy's surveillance apparatus, already testified to by ex-security chief Roger Lewis on day 4. Connecting to Monique's silence machine. Trujillo pivots. Mr. Muscudi, did you experience any industry pressure outside of Mr. Combs himself? Cudi recounts a February 2013 phone call with a high-ranking VP at a major streaming platform. The VP congratulates him on Indicud pre-orders, then confides, word in the boardroom is Puff wants you iced until this Cassie chatter dies. Cudi saved the call's audio. Ohio is a one-party consent state. The jury hears the VP say, brother, the list is real. You poke the bear, you pay. Gasps echo. Monique's invisible list suddenly has corroboration. Cross-examination, round 2. Defense tries a different tack. Weren't you feuding with Mr. Combs over sample clearances in 2014? This is revenge. Cudi calmly answers, sample beef doesn't involve pipe bombs. The room laughs again. Judge bangs the gavel. Sloan presses, police never tied Mr. Combs to the arson. Cudi, mob bosses don't sign their work either. Sloan objects to the analogy. Judge sustains, but the damage lingers in jurors' minds. Ripple effects. Other witnesses. Before resting, prosecutors show a short montage of exhibits tied directly to Cudi's testimony. Fire department photos, the charred Audi, melted rims puckered like black tulips. Insurance claim, marked arson suspected. LAPD incident report, classifying December 2011, FaceTime threat as terroristic harassment. Bank record, $25,000 cash withdrawal from a Combs Enterprises petty cash account 2 days before the fire, signed by a bodyguard already subpoenaed for week 3. One document lands like a gut punch. A January 2012 Revolt internal memo titled, Neutralize Rumor, Cassie Cudi Fling. Bullet points. 1. Barry with Bieber collab buzz. Second nudge bet to stall Cudi slot. 3. Offer Epic Records a Kurok partnership if they cool the chatter. Prosecutors rest their direct exam on that memo. Cudi's closing words. Judge grants Cudi a final statement for emotional context. He looks straight at the 12 jurors and the 2 alternates. I almost quit music after that night. Imagine waking up to your car in flames because you cared about someone. Imagine millions of people singing your lyrics about love and freedom while you're scared to open your front door. That fear changes you. But fear is also fuel. That's why I'm here. They said silence was safer. I disagree. He stands, thanks the court, and steps down. As he walks past the defense table, Diddy stares into his lap, motionless. A sketch artist captures the moment. 2 megastars, one looking forward, the other looking away. The fallout in real time. By the lunch recess, hashtags #Kid Cudi testifies and #AudiGate trend worldwide. Cable news legal panels replay the FaceTime clip on loop. Rap blogs dig up old lyrics fans now interpret as hidden Diddy disses. Stocks in Diddy's publicly traded vodka partner dip 4% by closing bell. Why Kid Cudi's testimony devastates the defense. Independent corroboration. Cudi isn't an ex-employee seeking a payout. He's a Grammy-nominated artist with his own fortune. His motives look pure. Physical evidence? The burned car and voicemail give the jury something concrete. Digital trail, emails, call logs, the Revolt memo tie threats to corporate action. 4. Overlap with Monique's Silence Machine. Cudi's experience mirrors the same pattern. Threat, career roadblock, industry compliance. Defense will spend coming days scrambling to undercut him, but their task is Herculean. Explain away an on-tape threat and a torched sports car without calling Combs a liar or a criminal mastermind. What comes next? The prosecution hints that 2 more music industry insiders, one a former head of security, the other a retired A&R executive, will follow, each ready to testify about similar retaliation tactics. If their stories align with Cudi's, the narrative solidifies. Sean Combs didn't just intimidate, he orchestrated a multi-layered conspiracy to silence anyone who crossed personal or romantic lines with Cassie Ventura. For now, Day 7 ends with the sense that the tide has fully turned. The jury has heard a beloved artist, an outsider to Diddy's corporate orbit, paint the same portrait Cassie sketched on Day 1, Monique colored on Day 6, and countless depositions hinted at for months. A man who used power, fear, and wealth to control hearts, careers, and, allegedly, to light a fuse beneath a rival's car. The court adjourns, but no one moves. Reporters clutch recorders, spectators clutch chess. In the back row, a young law student whispers to her classmate, "Did we just watch the case break wide open?" Her friend only nods, eyes fixed on the empty witness box, where Cudi's words still seem to hover like smoke from a long-extinguished fire.